All right. Welcome back, my regular viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier eye hypnosis life healer coach and your personal guide. So today's pod is I'm going to focus on something that is so powerful and so dear to me, and I'm talking about the power of community and really the kind of miracles that you can experience if you already, especially as a healer and a coach, if you have a community. So I'm talking to two kinds of people. If you already happen to be in the camp of building a community, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. And maybe if you're in that early stage of your journey between, let's say, year 0 and year 3, and the idea of building a community is frightening or maybe is overwhelming, this pod is meant to give you just another reminder that it's okay to dream of building a community, because the benefits far outweigh just doing just the healing or the coaching with people one by one, whether you do it one on one or not. But if you just only sort of work with people versus build a community. So let's talk a little bit about that today. In my own journey as a healer and a coach over the last 20 plus years, I myself have had those experiences where in the initial phases, um, especially in the early years, I had no idea that there was a concept of building community. And of course, I'm talking 20 years ago, even 15 years ago. The idea of being in a community and focusing on your own personal growth, that was something that was very, very alien. So the concept of community is something that has started to build up over maybe the last 3 to 4 years. And in my own journey, I've seen this, especially since 2019, 2020, when I got to understand more and more the benefit of having a community. And in the initial phase, say between 2020 and maybe even 2022, I had my own doubts. I had my own inner battles. Should I, shouldn't I? What if I'm unable to continue? What's going to happen to these people? So it's like I found every reason not to keep the community alive. So whenever there was an opportunity, I would sort of start and then I would stop. But what's interesting now, as I look back, especially over the last 2 years, um, there's definitely a more focused approach to building out not only the community, but also ensuring that people are able to connect with each other, and that as a community we meet on an ongoing and a regular basis. So now I'm bringing up all of this, of course, because our theme for today is about the miracles that exist in a community. By that, obviously, I mean that when you are able to be with a community, when you're able to create a community, you will very, very, very often be in like a oversubscription of miracles. By that I mean you'll have members from time to time sharing their breakthroughs. You yourself will experience members have breakthroughs in the group itself. And a lot of times that can be very, very powerful, because when one person is winning or one person is benefiting from this, suddenly other people also believe that, hey, you know what, if they can, so can I. And all of this rubs off onto you, not only in the context of building a community, but also in in your own personal life. So take this from me. If you've been waiting on the sidelines thinking that, someday I'll do it, maybe this is that moment. And once you've chosen to do this, then just go all in. And whether you do it one person at a time, or maybe you want if you feel more courageous, you can sort of do it in a more strategic way, which is let's say like running ads. And there are many, many mechanisms for you to be able to enroll more people on board. But what's important is that, you know, you keep asking yourself this question, which is, what do I want? Right? If you know that you want a community, also be clear about why you want it. Because once you are able to tap into that, then more and more people will join you. So, in that pursuit, you know, the reason why our community exists is we focus specifically on healers and coaches, people who are, as I said, you know, maybe you've just begun, maybe it's been 6 months or a year, or maybe even over the last 2 to 3 years. So it's so important to be part of a community where you're seen, where you're heard and recognized. And that is something that happens a lot in our community. So this is your opportunity. If you've already been in a community and right now you're sort of you know, between communities where you feel that, you know, maybe your previous experience has kind of either you outgrown where you were or you're looking for something different, this is your opportunity to come and experience what we do. The reason why I show up like this every day is just to remind you that this work that we're doing is really, really important. And when you have community to be able to support you, you'll be able to go really, really far. And apart from this, on every Monday and Friday between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time, I show up live in what we call the eye hypnosis life experiences. This is your opportunity to experience what happens in our community, the kind of inner work that we do. And it is a group process, so you get to experience that firsthand. And you know, when you have had this experience, and also I must point out that this is a complimentary membership. So the link is of course there in the you know, in the pinned comment below. And once you've experienced this, now you have an opportunity to go deeper. And for that, we have sessions that happen on the weekend. So this is a 3 hour process. It happens on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. So this is your opportunity to do that deeper inner work. And as always, remember, those who pay attention. So this is a paid program. And uh, once you have, as I was saying, as I was saying, once you have, ooh, it's one of those days. Give me a moment. Okay, and we're back. So, as I was saying, that once you have attended one of our programs, one of the 1 day sessions, if you feel that this has really made a difference in your life, then you're welcome to continue on, and you can, you know, sign up for a 3 month process. So basically, we continue to meet like this every Friday, Saturday, Sunday between 6 and 9 p.m. And this becomes your opportunity to be able to do a lot of the deeper inner work, and we do it together as a group process. And of course, once you've done this, you know, while you're going deeper into your own you know, your own inner journey to deeper transformation, you can also use the same skills that I teach you, that I you know, take you through on the 3 month journey. I teach them to you in a 90-day process. So this is the hypnosis life mastery. And so you get to not only learn this in a practical way, but you also have the opportunity to take this and you know, apply it in your own life, apply it in the work that you do as a healer and a coach, and of course in you know, working with relationships and in relationships that really matter to you. So of course, for those of you who are looking to be mentored by me, there is a personal coaching program that I run, and seats to open up from time to time. So, of course, having said all of that, um, remember to live your purpose. God bless and wish you all the best in building your community. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.